Hello, powerful one. Welcome to yet another edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elimi. Hey, I know you're doing great, right? As for me, I am doing stupendously great. Thanks for asking. Today, we're taking a look at how to stay perpetually happy. Excuse me, this is not a joke. It is a very important one. You will be surprised at what you get. And who am I? I am still your host, Osezwa Anthony Elimihe. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. How to stay perpetually happy no matter the circumstance. That's what we are discussing today. How do we do that? Number one, you have to understand, really understand that life is a game. So do not take yourself too seriously. Do not take whatever anybody does to you too seriously. Understand that in a game, people have roles. They have wings that they play. They have functions. Your best friend can become your opponent in a game, but you don't hate them, do you? No. You know that they are playing a game. Life is exactly like that. It's about the game. Why? Because if you understand that the human mind does not see things as they are, it sees things the way it is loaded with data. If the data that is loaded in a human being is negative, the human being will begin to see things from the negative perspective. That does not mean the person hates you, because what the person is responding to is negativity, not you. Know that. That will help you from stress, from heartache, from feeling bad. Just know that these people are not bad, but the wing that they are playing makes them play bad. That's their role. That's number one. Number two, understand that there are rules in a game. One of the rules is that people must have the right to play. Okay? There are certain things that you cannot do. When you know this, then you know how to play the game and you will play it right. Know the rules. For instance, you are as you think. That's one of the rules of the game. If you think anything, if you imagine anything, it becomes your reality. That's just the truth. That's why they say think no evil, speak no evil. If you don't think evil, you won't speak evil anyway. So the truth is, as it is written in the scriptures, a good man out of the good treasures of his heart bringeth forth good things. So load your heart with positive thought. Positive. In fact, when you are positive, nobody can affect you negatively. Number three, obstacles are part of the game. If there are no obstacles, there will be no game. And don't forget, obstacles are your opponents. Okay? They are your opponents. They are there to stop you. It is the rule of the game that created the obstacles. So when somebody blocks you, when somebody stands in your way, lies against you to prevent you from succeeding, does certain things against you, puts a gun to your head, hurts you in any way, understand that it is a game. The next thing you need to know that it is okay to lose in a game. This is a beautiful one. It is those who are not afraid to lose that actually win anyway. But so when you conclude that it is okay to lose, you are freer. I think it was in 1991, or was it 91 or 92? I listened to the victory speech of President Clinton by Vice President Al Gore. He said something that hit me very strong. He said, Clinton won because he was not afraid to lose. Oh, goodness. When you are not afraid to lose, life is sweet. When I contested a presidential election in my department, when I was at the university, I was having fun all through. It was fun for me. Okay? It was one of the most hilarious 1 month or 6 weeks thereabout of my life. I was having fun doing my campaigns. I was the favorite to win the election. It was all good. But on the day of the election, I was standing with my opponent. I could see that he was shivering. He could not stand to lose. Lord, I felt for him. He was telling me, you are a great guy. You see, if you win, I will work with you. You've done a great campaign. I was looking at him, feeling very pained for him because he was not good. When the result came out and they said he won, brother, he collapsed. They held him and I was looking at him. I felt for him. I was so happy that I lost. Okay? But he invited me to his government, but I didn't join because I just didn't feel I wanted to work with such a person. But what I'm trying to put across is that fear of losing creates desperation. We prepare to lose and it's fun. Now, this is it. You are willing to lose because the result of the game is not real. They are all simulations. That's not the real life. That's the thing you must know. The world is a game place. Even if you can use the word game or you can use the word a play drama. Imagine you are in a drama and somebody stabs you in the play. Do you take the anger out of the show and you go and meet the person after the play is over and say, hey guy, you stabbed me? You know, you don't do that. You know the person was playing according to his scripts. People are acting according to their scripts. The blueprints we have in our minds are our scripts. And they are the one dictating how we relate to people. Can't you just understand it? You cannot lose. You don't lose. There is nothing to lose. The next thing is that when you are so desperate about getting things, understand one thing, that you never really lose anything except you decide that you have lost it. Because the idea of having is not when you have labeled and acquired and carted it away. That is not what having is. There's a root to having. Having is the ability to see other people have, hold, cut away, and label as theirs, and you are happy. Why? Because you know that the possibilities are endless. If one person can have, so also can you have. The most important thing is your ability to keep the capacity to have in your mind's eye. If you can rejoice at the vision of your having, you will surely have it. What does that mean? If you have a flash of thought about the kind of house, the dream home, the dream children, the dream country, the dream community that you love to have, don't bother about whether you are there or not. You can have it. It is the reality of your being beckoning to you. Celebrate it. Be happy, be boisterous about it. It will come. But when you visit it with the fact that, what must I do to get this? When you start bothering yourself about how is it going to come, you will not get it. Because you've put an obstacle, you've created a gap. This is one thing about the game again. When there is a looker, then there is a looked. That's normal, right? Somebody's looking at something. So, which means when there is a looker, there is a looked. Therefore, the looked is not the same as the looker. Between the look and the looker, there is a space. That is what attention does. When you give attention to an object, you create a gap between you and it. But this is it. When there is a relationship of unity, of oneness between the looker and the looked, there is identity. I put it this way. When you look at something and you feel one with it, you feel, oh, I belong with this thing belongs with me, there's an identity. Identity is the power we use to become, to manifest whatever. Okay, so if you see anger, if you see frustration, if you see anxiety, if you see stress in your system, and you look at it as anxiety, as stress, as whatever it is, as anger, as pain, whatever, as fear, you know what you've done? You have detached yourself. You've created a space. Always let there be that space between you and what you see on your inside, as long as they are negative. When you do that, you create a space between you and them. But this is it. Most times, when you see those things, you identify with them. You just see them as you. You see them as your life. I am this. I am like. You start saying, I'm angry. I'm this. This is not you. But when you create that, there is an identity. By identity, you become what you identify with. In the same way, if you had a flash in your mind about a dream home, a dream degree, a dream job, whatever, a dream child, a dream husband, a dream wife, you see it on your inside, and you connect with that image with happiness, without any doubts, it will become yours. That is the reality. But people do not have the ability to do this. I have been studying this for years to be able to know how it happens. And it is very simple. When you, for instance, let us assume that you wanted to have a particular, let's say you wanted to have a car, a dream car, and you went browsing for it and you ask for the price of the car, and they tell you this is the price, and you tell them, I want the car. Okay? In that moment of high vibrational frequency, you think you're going to get it. You have a plan, you have a business plan, all of those things. Now, the truth is this, you don't need the business plan to own a car. Just own the car and leave the rest. Okay? Own the car. That is what we're talking about. The capacity to see is the capacity to have. If you can see it, you can have it. But that seeing and having simply means that there has to be a graduation from the looker and the looked. You now move from the looker and convert the looked to your identity. It belongs with me. Not the identity of I am the car. No. The car belongs with me, belongs in my world. Identify that car into your reality and rejoice with it and let go. That's how it works. And as long as you can keep thinking about that car and feeling happy about it and feeling joyful about it, if the memory of the car comes and you are not perturbed, you are not troubled, you are on your way.